Hey everybody, welcome back to Life is Feudal. Up at the top center of the minimap up there is where Wile E's trading post is located. So today we've kind of left that behind. We've left our little shack and farm behind, and we're on the lookout, we're on the hunt, something along those lines, for the town of one Conan the Librarian. So very fun name. We're going to see if he's got a fun town, who else is around, and what they have going on. Now, as I ran south away from Wile E's trading post, I ran into this little spot back there, which I kind of took a little run around. I wanted to avoid the wolf, but you can see there's a stone wall up there. There's been some digging, piling up of rocks, things like that. So certainly something is being made back there. I don't know if it's connected to Conan the Librarian or not, but we're going to go ahead and keep heading southeast as Wile E mentioned. And as I got down here, I did see the hut, but I think through the trees, yeah, there you go. I noticed that you could see some walls. So I have not been up here yet, but we're going to go ahead and check this out. Now the first thing I think is that this is up in the hills, so the terraforming has got to not be fun. Not fun at all. We do have a hut down there. Let's actually cruise over to the hut real quick. I don't think we have to get too close to see whose it is. Kind of curious who owns this, if anybody. Aldous Huxley. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and cruise up here and see if we can find Conan the Librarian and company and see what they have going on here. I do have to say that despite it being more difficult kind of building in the hills because of the terraforming you have to do, it could be pretty sweet to have like a mountain fort. That's kind of cool. He's got the ramp coming down. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. That is a lot of terraforming. Wow. I do not envy these guys. That is not what I would want to be doing. It looks like they've got a little bit up there to do maybe a tower or something. That's cool. Cruise up here. They do know we're coming, so we should be alright. Hopefully not going to spook anybody. If we take a look around, let's try to get up this guy. Got a little ramp up here. Boy, this place. And a gatehouse. Oh, this is going to be really cool looking. Check this out. Stone wall. Got the angular tower over here. Oh, I really, really like this view. Being up on the hill is awesome. I had thought about that before, like, oh, a castle in the hills would be great, but who's going to do that? All the terraforming required? But look at that. Jeez. Look at how leveled out this is. That is a ton of work. So let's see who this is. We're going to continue checking the place out. We have Derp the Third roaming around here. That's cool. Boy, look at that. They've got the walls up there. Still got terraforming to do here, but man, this is really a really cool spot. And this has come along pretty quickly. But it sounds like they've got a number of people up here, so let's go ahead and check out what they're doing up here. It looks like this is probably where they're doing their mining and digging out the rock that they need for this project. So we're going to crunch our way up here. We got furnace and kiln going, all kinds of stuff. You can hear somebody in there. The forge and anvil. Let's take a peek around. Somebody's sawing logs nearby. There we go. Somebody running around. And let's see, the game is kind of hanging up a little bit here. So there is Conan the Librarian. We're just going to give him a quick bow. And I think what we'll do is we're going to drop off some things here. Now, I actually collect some pretty good quality apples. So I'm going to drop off. I kind of set these aside here. Let's go ahead and set it as a default. So we're just going to drop this whole chunk of apples here. You know, just a little offering for those who get hungry around here. Show my appreciation of getting to check this place out. Let's see, we got some digging. Who's this? We got Jack the Ripper, who I'm completely blocking off apparently. Boy, they have been busy. Look at all this digging. We got digging going on. All kinds of stuff. That looks like the end there. Sorry for the glitching through the roof there. A little hard to avoid that. But yeah, what a setup. I actually want to run over here really quick and see what they have as far as the remainder of this. So the wall doesn't go all the way around yet, but you can see they've got it dug out because you have to have it leveled. And then they'll probably tear down all that dirt inside and level that all out. But they've got the big house in there. Man, these guys are jamming. And like I said, this is just awesome. It's like dug into the hill. Very, very cool. Probably a very cool view from up on top of the hill too. Looks like they've been chopping some stuff around here. Trees. Very cool. Let's go ahead and run up here. I see a campfire that's kind of set up here, and I want to check out this view. I'm going to kill the mini-map here. Very cool. Look at that. What a setup. What a setup. Good job, guys. Very cool. So I thought I would take a closer look inside the primary portion of the castle, I suppose. At least the part they're working on here. You can see Jack the Ripper's down here, hammering out some walls. They're got a little space here. I'm not really sure why. I've never made the walls, so there may be some reason for that, or maybe that's just how it initially starts and fills in later. I have no idea, but let's take a look around here. What do we have kind of going on? We got dyeing frames, tanning tubs. You got some frames up already, just loose things laying on the ground, as we all end up with. Very cool. And then, of course, you've got Conan the Librarian's home here. Let's actually run up on the wall really quick. I want to get a view from up here. If you got castle-like walls, I don't think these are technically castle. I think there's some other form. I think just the stone wall, and there's another one above it that's called a castle wall, something like that. Anyway, what I was saying was, if you've got walls, you have to go up on them and check them out. So yeah, this is a very cool view, and I don't know what they're planning out there. They got the whole area that they're going to end up leveling out there. Maybe they'll bring the wall over there and kind of close all of that area in, but it's a very cool setup they've got here, and there's a good 4 or 5 of them running around right now. There could be even more that aren't currently online. Let's see, this would go around, and yeah, this is going to be really cool, especially from down in that valley looking up here. You're going to see this long wall. You know, I'm assuming it's going to wrap around this way, and then from here probably go out along the side there. Let's drop down. Crack and break an ankle. But the ramp here is really cool. Maybe they're going to have like another gatehouse at some point down here or something. I don't know. But I could see this just going all the way down to the valley down there. Maybe even you plant trees alongside of it, just kind of line them up. That might be kind of cool. Lots of cool things they could do here, but wow, still a lot of work to go to, especially when it comes to terraforming. That is not speedy work. It takes quite a bit of time. Well, Conan the Librarian and company have been great hosts, and we're kind of back up here, obviously overlooking their castle area. They got the walls kind of being built up here. Jack down there working on those, and I feel like if somebody's going to invite you into their home and be a great host, then you should help out in some way. It sounds like they could use some boards, so I'm going to spend a bit of time here and cut down some trees. Let's see here, we'll bring this guy up, and essentially just kind of gather up some boards for them, saw out some boards. I'll bring him down there to Jack and keep him nearby. Let's see here, there we go. Saw out a billet. Let's not do a billet. It's boards that they need. So, oh yeah, right. So we do need to equip the saw. That is, it does help. We'll switch out with the sickle. So anyway, yeah, we're going to gather up some boards here, and let's see. Really, he said they could use everything, but it sounded like boards were kind of a thing right now for Jack. So let's go ahead and get these going. So next time we're gonna I've got a couple of the locations now people have been telling me about that they would like me to come see and maybe even show to you guys. So we're gonna kind of do this. I think probably in the next episode we're gonna head over to the Hound, go check out his place, and see what they have going on over there. I think they're over by the lake if I recall correctly, but I could be wrong. Actually, no, I think that's right. So anyway, we're going to basically be heading back to the lake next time, see his place. Maybe we can help again with some kind of resources. Maybe I'll bring a bunch of apples again. I don't know. I feel like you should bring something, right? Kind of like going to a dinner party, and you gotta bring something. You can't go empty-handed. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna stick here for a bit and gather up some resources with these guys, and before I depart. And I want to thank you guys for stopping in and watching this. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are playing on the server and are watching this, you're on New Haven and watching the video here to see if you've shown up at all, hit me up in game if you got a place you want me to check out. You got a town, even if you just got a cool spot, you know, hey, I've got a really good view, definitely let me know. I love checking that stuff out. When it comes to these kind of games, I spend a lot of time running around just looking around, like, what a cool view. If you watched any of the earlier episodes, you know I did quite a bit of that. I think in the 4th episode of the previous series, I ran around and just looked at people's places, had really cool spots on hills and all of that stuff. I really love running around the world and just kind of popping into clearings and and letting my mind kind of run wild about what I could get set up there. Of course, I don't have the time to do any of that setting up or this terraforming, but I do have the opportunity to go around and check out everybody else's cool creations. So once again, if you're on the server, let me know, send me a message. You can even leave a comment down in the video here, say, hey, I'm on New Haven, come check us out, you know, over on the coast or over on the island, wherever you guys are at. Let me know. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.